Hi there, Greg Gunther from the Podiatry Hive. Time management, it's one of the biggest challenges I think a lot of us confront on a day-to-day basis. You know, how is it that we prioritise our tasks? And I guess a lot of us feel largely that we're in reaction mode. Just things happen to us and we just simply have to get onto them as and when they hit us. But that's not necessarily the best way, and most of us feel like we're largely out of control when we're managing our lives that way. So there are some ways that we can prioritise tools, and this is prioritise our tasks. And this is a tool that I've got that I actually use a lot to try and help me understand the things that I must actually get onto before perhaps some of the others. So it just helps me put some level of priority to those things. And it's a simple tool. It's just called must do, should do, could do. So the way we do it is we simply start to list down all of our tasks that we've got before us at this point in time. So I've just listed down a couple here. So I've got, I need to follow up Troy regarding his strategy. I need to call Rob regarding a salary review that's coming up. I need to also develop a marketing plan for myself in my business. And I need to catch up and call June regarding a lunch engagement that we've got coming up. So they're just some of the things, just as examples of what might be some of the tasks I've got before me at this point. So what we really want to do and understand is, well, of those, what must I do? So I'm thinking about this now on a daily basis. So I'm thinking, here I am today, and I've got these sort of 4 things that are building up in my task list, and I'm trying to just put some priorities towards them. So I just go through each of the tasks and I say, well, is it a must that I follow up Troy today regarding his strategy? Well, I think in that sense, it's not urgent at this point in time, so I actually am just going to put a tick against a could do as far as today is concerned. Calling Rob regarding his salary, well, I absolutely know that Rob is quite concerned about just where that's up to, and he needs to have a conversation fairly soon about that. So I'm going to put that in as a must. So that's something I need to get on to today to do. Marketing plan. Marketing plan's been on our agenda for a little while, but at this point in time, is it something I have to do today? The answer is no. However, it is certainly something that the timeframes are coming back in, so I need to put that on my shoulds. And calling June regarding the lunch, again, that's not urgent, it's actually out there a little bit, so that's perhaps just something that I could get to today. So the way we use this is, if anything is on my must, that's absolutely must do today. So it's my first priority that I need to get to and make sure that I do. So I'm going to need to pick up the phone and get on to Rob today and start to talk to him about his salary review. The next priority then becomes our should do list. So if I can get on top and do all of my musts, next thing I need to do is move to the shoulds. So in terms of how I'm going time-wise, if I get on top of that, then I can start to look towards, as my third priority, my could-do list. So it's a really good way of actually organising your day. I actually like to do this the night before the next day. That's been my practice. So I actually look, usually the last thing of a day, towards what have I got on tomorrow, and I'll actually start to put this together. I actually do this electronically. There's a lot of good tools these days in things like Outlook, and those who are using Google. There are ways that you can actually organise your tasks around these sort of things, and you can schedule them that way. So start to think about your tasks that way, and I'm sure if you discipline yourselves around this, you're going to be a lot more proactive in managing your priorities.